Hello, Matthew here from Simply Spanish Wine, and welcome to another tasting video. And today we're looking at Graciano from Bodegas Verum. The wine is actually called Ulterior Parcela Nº17, and it's an intense concentrated red, brimming with violets, herbs, and very earthy aromas. Now, for those of you who've tasted the wines before, you'll know that Verum is owned and run by the López Montero family, which has been a key part of the winemaking tradition in the town of Tomelloso in La Mancha since the late 18th century. The family farm around 250 hectares in total, and a lot of those grapes go for distillation. But in 2005, they launched the Verum project, focused on still wines, which has a clear focus on the 80 hectares of the finest vineyard plots on the property. Now, Verum comes from the Latin meaning truthful or real, and it's this search for authenticity in all aspects of the winemaking process that makes the winery a bit special. One of the sons of the family, Elias López Montero, is the chief winemaker, and he's also one of Spain's brightest winemaking stars. And Elias's philosophy is very much to work with an ecological focus, respecting the natural cycles and the character of the land to showcase the full potential of all the different grape varieties grown on the property. Now, that clarity of focus has brought praise and plaudits from a host of international wine critics, people like Jancis Robinson, for example, or the Wine Advocate in the US. So, Ulterior Parcela Nº17, 17, made from the Graciano grape, and that's traditionally used in blends where producers appreciate the natural freshness that the grape can bring to wines. But in recent years, a few producers, like Verum, have begun focusing on Graciano and using it for single-varietal wines, or wines made just with one grape. Now, Graciano is a pretty adaptable, late-ripening grape variety. It works well in different soil types, and it's quite resistant to drought, which is a positive in a dry, hot area like Castilla-La Mancha. It has a very dark-hued skin and tends to give dark, intense red wines with good acidity and good levels of tannin. Graciano is often described as a very perfumed variety, with an aromatic nose of spice, mature red fruit, and menthol, and it tends to give quite fresh, elegant wines which are full in the mouth and with a long finish. Now, in terms of how it's made, Parcela Nº17 is fermented in stainless steel, and then 10% of the wine is aged in 600-litre French oak barrels, and the rest in 5,000-litre clay tinajas, or amphora, for 8 months. Once bottled, the wine then spends 12 months resting in the winery's magnificent underground cellar before it's released onto the market. This is a very intense red wine with aromas of violets, lavender, Mediterranean scrub. And there's a background there of cocoa and dark fruit. When they tasted the 2016 vintage, the decanter tasting team highlighted the wine's vibrant aromas of violets, herbs, tomato, strawberries and cherries. And also its very ripe, deep palate. We've tasted it and we find it's a very Moorish wine with polished tannins which really help to add structure. It has a lingering aftertaste which again reminds us of dark fruit and violets with a slightly bitter finish. So there we are, Ulterior Parcela Nº17, 100% Graciano from the wonderful Verum bodega in Castilla-La Mancha. Give it a try. Available now to buy on Simply Spanish Wine. Thanks for watching and see you again soon. Bye-bye.